Hello, and welcome back. It is Thrawn's Revenge here with another video, this time a mock video. And it is the all-terrain defense turret from Solo. Now you may be confused, but Thrawn, I've seen this before. This isn't new. You've shown us this before. You're right. I've shown you this version. There's a new version. Introducing the new all-terrain defense turret. This one was made in partnership with Melnik.Edits. For those that do not know Melnik.Edits on Instagram, he often tries to recreate other people's models and then change them to fit his own needs. And he saw my all-terrain defense turret, made major modifications to the whole thing, and ended up with this. He was kind enough to send me the files. I rechanged a couple of things, slight tweaks here and there, to make it cheaper, make it easier to build a little bit, and then made instructions for it and published it on Rebrickable, and it is now also available at jarjarbricks.com. If you would like to support me or Jar Jar Bricks, that would be awesome. Getting into the nitty-gritty, right? How does this differ from my original version? We'll get into the specifics, right? Mine did just actually break when I did that, so let me grab that. Hold on. I do this live for fun. So let me fix the old version, and we'll put them side by side, and I'll show you a comparison of the differences between the two variants, and you can make the decision on your own on which you like more. So, let's turn the turntable off for a little bit. We'll rotate this guy so you can see him properly. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. The downside of things with two legs, they like to fall. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, so there's Melnik's, and then here will be mine, right next to it. So the first thing you'll notice, they are actually the same height. I know they don't look like they are the same height, but they are roughly the same height. The leg linkages are roughly the same. Man, this thing is not wanting to work with me right now. What is going on? Oh, one of the legs is funky. So there you go. So, in terms of height, they are roughly the same height. The size of the linkages is approximately the same. The linkages lengths have not been changed. You'll see the main difference is actually texture. A lot of what Melnik did to remake my version was adding a lot of greebling and a lot of texture, where mine was a lot less greebling and less texture. In terms of price for the parts, this is roughly double the amount of parts and price as this guy was when I had originally designed my version of it. The only reason I'm getting this video to you now is because I got, as I said, all of the Jar Jar Bricks models that they had sent me to look at and display for events, and this was one of them, and so now I physically have it and can actually show you as a video the differences between these two, positives and negatives and that kind of stuff. So we'll turn this table back on. We'll go over the lore of the AT-DT again. It is a bipedal walker used by the Galactic Empire. It is one main cannon, as you see on right there, right? Kind of like a German Pak-88 strapped to an AT-ST. It was vulnerable to anti-vehicle weapons, of course, because it is lightly armored and is actually open-topped. It is not enclosed. It is half the height of an AT-ST, which is surprising. Of course, you can kind of see these are not exactly to scale. I think an AT-ST is like taller, so sometimes these might even need to be even smaller, but it's hard to get the scaling of things when you see them in the show and movies. And as you know, in the Solo movie, this lasted for like 3 seconds, so you barely saw it. There's not a lot of references, so I got it before the actual height was given out. It is 9.11 meters if you want to get specific. It had a hole for the pilot and gunner to see. The hole will be right here on each one. This one, my original version, the hole was always open. Melnik added a hatch to his that can open and close, and then you'll see that at the end. Right here, you'll see some of the greebling differences, right? Mine had bars here, and that was kind of like simple. These have like droid arms with smaller bars in different colors, more texturing on the back for the main body. These skids are different here. These bars are the same. The big reworks I think that Melnik did was greebling for the turret, the main body, and the legs, and then a complete redesign for the feet. I think his feet look much better than mine. As you can see, mine have the issue of constantly rotating because they are connected by Technic pins, which is not a good connection. Negatives. So a negative for Melnik's version versus my version is that his model, the gun, is kind of stuck where it is, where mine was able to go up and down. So I'll be able to show you that right here, right? So mine, right, all the way up, able to fire upwards in an upwards trajectory. Sorry, you can't see the tip of it. And then this one, it stops right about there, and then it can't go further. That is because there is a gap here that's about 2 studs by 2 studs, and that gap is changed into a 1 stud gap here, where it's half in on each side, giving it only a 1 stud hole. So these 2 connectors right here, these 2 bars, aren't actually able to go up. Now, this is accurate to the vehicle, and because we haven't really seen it do much, it's unknown if it's just forward mounting or can arch at all upwards or downwards. So I can't tell you how accurate either one of these are. I just know that in terms of the image and the model in the movie, this looks more accurate than this one. As you saw, right, here's the hatch that I was talking about. This guy's able to flip open, like so. The body for this, the difference here with the main bodies, my body goes to a 4 stud build, then a 3 stud build, then a 4 stud build. Melnik keeps his at a 4 stud build the whole time, making the legs actually a little farther out than they would normally be. I do feel this is slightly more accurate. In reality, to get the legs in the proper spot, it is some in between of these two, which, like, sure, you could get into the nitty gritty of it, but I think already this looks really, really good. Other than that, it's the same articulation. It's ball joint for the body, and then ratchet, ratchet, ratchet. These leg covers, I think, are really good, much better than the leg covers I was able to make of. I've actually started using this technique now, because I never would have thought of this. And then the gear for the front here is much more rounded, much more accurate to the original vehicle. So, first off, shout out to Melnik.Edits for making this model. Shout out to him for being comfortable sending the file to me and having me being able to give it to you guys. So if you are interested, again, you can buy either version. The difference in price is about $5 for the instructions, and the difference in parts, it's like this is double. It's almost double. So if you are interested, you can find the instructions linked in the rubricable below. It is for both versions, you'll see, and then this one is the one that's available at jarjarbricks.com. It supports me and supports them. That's all I got for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. I will be having BrickCon videos. I'm still working on that. I've not gotten the files of all the recording for all of that, so when I do, I will be working on those. And then hopefully another short video for you guys at some point later this week. I've been super busy with homework and stuff, so, you know, all that jazz. All right, as always, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.